Well, and the survivors of sexual and gender-based violence in Kenya have long struggled to obtain justice due to missing evidence, poor documentation, and a weak chain of custody systems. A digital application developed by Physicians for Human Rights has now been launched to help address these challenges, known as Medicap. The application digitizes the Ministry of Health post-rape care form, allowing clinical officers to securely collect, store, and share critical evidence with police investigators, prosecutors, and courts to strengthen documentation and support the pursuit of justice.
Kisumu County remains a gender-based violence hotspot in Western Kenya. Informal settlements continue to drive many of the cases.
From our record right now, we are at around, from January to where we are now, we have received around 200 cases of SGBV cases.
At Lumumba Sub-County Hospital, we meet a clinical officer, Lois Otieno, who treats and documents survivors of gender-based violence. Lois is currently handling 9 active cases of SGBV.
There used to be most appeals on the cases that had been there on the basis of the medical documentation that we were presenting, and there were a lot of gaps, and most of those cases could even be thrown out based on that.
To address these gaps, Physicians for Human Rights developed the Medicap digital application.
First thing was that even for the hard copy, the consent of the client was not part of the document. So even most clients would say they were coerced into filling the document, it was not them. But Medicap, we start with the consent. Now we are even able to take picture, photo evidence, which we capture here through the Medicap, and it's only captured on the Medicap, not on the gadget. So the evidence is even secured.
And I have only a record of 2 samples having been rejected, 2. From a previous of almost sometimes 8 out of 10. So right now, this year alone, it has been 2, and is not actually related to the way the sample was handled. Something was missing.
The organization is also training more than 800 medical, police, and judicial officers on proper documentation and safe handling of biological evidence.
When you're doing a forensic medical examination, how do you collect samples? How do you store these samples? How do you package the samples? And how do you then start maintaining that chain of custody so that even as it's collected and kept, and you're handing it over to the next person, presumably the police, there's a proper chain of custody in place.
For survivors whose cases were once lost in paperwork, Medicap is providing a stronger path to justice and accountability. Bramwell Bire, KTN, Kisumu.